Good afternoon and welcome to 365 Days of Amazing Stories with Theo Mayer. Here we are on day 190. I'm going to talk for a minute, not about our story, but about engines. Engines drive these cars around that we all drive around with. Now, they're only 20 to 40% efficient. So, for a gallon of fuel that you put in there, 20 to 40% of that gallon of fuel is used to push or pull, move your vehicle down the road. The other 60 to 80% generates heat. Be interesting to know how many millions, perhaps billions of cars there are, cars and trucks on our planet right now. One thing that we can be certain of is that there are a lot. Each time you run one of those engines, basically you're running a heater most of the time. Now here in California right now where I live, we are experiencing the longest, hottest heat wave that I have ever gone through. We're to our 8th day of over 90-degree temperatures during the daytime. And it's Tuesday today. This will not break until Friday. So basically we'll be up to a 2-week heat spell. We are rendering the planet inhospitable. We are serving a machine that is destroying the planet. I look at what I do. I run a firewood business in the wintertime. I have 2 trucks, for delivering firewood. I have an old Mercedes-Benz diesel ML320, and I actually have a Tesla, 4 vehicles. The 3 older ones, I have to service quite a bit. Today, I need to put in a new starter on one of my trucks. It's also having problems with the ABS system, the brake system. The air conditioner doesn't work. If I want to fix everything, I've got to put some money and time and energy into fixing all those things. My Mercedes, there's a brake sensor that's not working. The radiator overfill tank is like broken. There's a seam, it's leaking radiator fluid. Everything else works on it. And my gray truck, well, it's old, 1989, and it's got some issues, but it runs pretty well. But I put probably $4,000 or $5,000 a year into that truck, and it's my main work truck delivering wood. What I'm trying to get at is I spend a lot of time servicing machines, taking care of machines, being in machines and driving them, using machines like chainsaws to do the work in order to create firewood. So many of these things we've created, these machines, take service, take our attention, take fuel to run them, to keep them alive, so to speak. And you begin to wonder what it is that you're serving. I don't really want to serve machines. What would I like to serve? I would like to serve other people and their success and happiness. I'd like to serve the wildlife that shares this land with me. I would like to, serve the plants that nourish me, the animals that make this planet a beautiful place to be. And it seems that we've created a system that requires our attention elsewhere. We're constantly serving something other than all of that. And this other thing that we're serving, this big machine-like thing that's made up of a lot of little machines, electrical plants, air conditioners, heaters. My niece is in town. She lives in Florida. She's an urban forester. The office building where she lives, they keep the air conditioning so cold that almost everybody has heaters at their desks. This is in Florida. How ridiculous is that? You're going to spend all this energy to cool the building down, and then you're going to have workers that are running heaters in order to stay comfortable. This is ridiculous. We've created a ridiculous system, and a system that's governed by rules and regulations that make it difficult to do what is best, to do what's right. For instance, where I live, I'm not supposed to cut down a dead tree, even if it's dangerous, without the permission of the county. In order to cut that tree down, I've got to have somebody drive out here in their vehicle and make an assessment as to whether that tree can be taken down or not, because I obviously don't have the common sense to do so myself. What a system. What a system. It's feeding itself. It's destroying our planet. It does not serve the people that it's supposed to, or the living planet as a whole. It's pretty messed up. And each day we serve it. Why do we serve it? Because we don't know any better. We've lost our way. We've lost our ability to live off this land, live in harmony with nature, live without walls around us, live without all the things that we believe make our life comfortable. How many people could you drop off in the middle of the wilderness who would survive after a week or a month or a year? I think it's really time to rethink things. Look what's happening. A storm hits Houston, Texas in July. It's not even hurricane season, or what is typically hurricane season. But hurricane season now is any time at all, it seems like, because we have so loaded that atmosphere that it is so filled with potential energy that turns into kinetic energy, which turns into these mega storms. Time to rethink our ways. Time to rethink your ways. How can you minimize travel in these vehicles that are such a taxing thing to our environment? I took a course at that wonderful institute, Stanford University, called Environmental Economics. Basically, in our economic world of profits and gain, the environment is very seldom taken into account. Destroying the environment is not part of the equation. We don't look at that as a loss. All we look at is financial gain. Who takes care of the environment? Those people that have everything else taken care of. We could do it, but we'd have to change our ways quite drastically. You should be growing your own food, walking to wherever you need to get to, sourcing local, putting these big-ass businesses out of business because you're going to go get your clothing or your shoes from somebody right down the street, if those people even know how to do it anymore. So pick up some skills, learn how to do stuff, learn how to grow your own food, and there we'll have it. Or at least we'll be on the way. Okay. Have a good rest of your day. And painfully, I hope you are feeling the effects of what I've just shared with you.